Can I get to her food? Was I bring her here to sign up this morning, this evening?
If someone needs help in Shippensburg,
I will make the connection. No doubt about it.
people here know who to call.
Jerome is my go-to guy to call.
Can I get her something today? That's what I wonder.
He helps us with all those little problem-solving things.
Yes, yeah, we'll definitely paint that up, no doubt about it.
Jerome Cater didn't grow up in this college town. He arrived here to attend Shippensburg University.
I was just passing through, but it's home now, man.
To him and his family, his wife, and 9 kids, and Jerome has become a major part of this community.
Jerome has always been the kind of person that I would say was almost like an ambassador to the town. That's the best way I can describe it.
Whatever end is needed, I'm on it.
Jerome pops up all over Shippensburg. If there's a family in trouble, you know, whether it's drugs with their kids or their kids are getting out of jail or whatever, who do you call? They call Jerome. And that's not just, that's everybody in Chip.
He wasn't always this way. Jerome says he was a selfish young man when he arrived here. Now, his life revolves around serving others.
I think it was something that sort of naturally happened. I wasn't trying to pay back anything or do anything out of the ordinary. I just got in the flow, and it just happened, man. Goods come in for the most.
It's hard to even list everything Jerome is involved in, but we'll start here. Katie's Place. A sign outside the building shows all the community organizations based here, and Jerome is a major player in almost all of them. There's the thrift shop.
We can never keep up with the donations that are coming in.
Where Jerome helps bring items in and take them back out, delivering to customers and people in need.
There's somebody in need of fire, homelessness, people need clothing, we're giving it to them.
There's the produce outreach, which distributes food in the community.
I would say on an average of once a week, he brings us somebody who is in great need of food, who is homeless, who is unemployed, who is fresh out of jail. He's the person who will give them the support to get started.
And at Tri-County Community Action, Jerome is always on call for everything from transportation to community contacts.
He's pretty much the go-to man for everything. So if I ever have a question and I can't figure out, I'm like, hey, Jerome, you know, what do I got to do for this, or who do I got to get in contact here?
And then there's Jerome's role in the relationship between the university and the town, something that can often be a source of tension in a college town like Shippensburg. So why was this a trouble spot?
Because it gathered that reputation. If you want a party, you come to Richard Avenue.
Richard Avenue had become a problem. Parties here attracted out-of-towners and crime, so Jerome stepped in to help.
I went door to door. I told the students, can you help me? We want to just tone this down a little bit.
He created the Responsible Raiders program.
It is an amazing community.
And made connections with students.
They have my number, and they'll call me, Mr. Jerome, we have people here that we don't want here.
You've gotten buy-in from the students here to help.
That's the biggie. That's the key right there. I know I can do it on my own. And yes, they brought into it.
A man who says he was selfish when he arrived here is now the glue that holds the community of Shippensburg together.
He's kind of like a lotion, you know, that kind of smooths things over for everybody.
A father of 9.
How we doing, Jerome?
Hey, man.
And father figure to many, many more.
That takes a lot of time and a lot of love for the community, and it's nice to know that there's somebody that loves the community that much.
There's a lot of people in this community that love Shippensburg, and we connect together and get it done.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just a part of that connection, just a link.
We love him. I don't know what we do without him. Oh, he's just an amazing person, so that's what he means to us, everything.
Jerome made many of his connections during his 27 years serving with the Shippensburg University Police.
And he plans to continue volunteering his time, including doing some community policing for many years to come.